I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mrs. Alpert?
Present.
Mr. Hanley?
Present.
Mrs. Cohen?
Present.
Ms. Cruz?
Present.
And Mr. Dave is absent this evening.
Executive session.
Same as we talked about earlier as far as litigation and the status of that litigation.
Approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held on July 7th, 2025.
Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
On the motion, Mrs. Alpert?
Yes.
Mr. Hanley?
Abstain, I was absent.
Mrs. Cohen?
Yes.
Ms. Cruz?
Yes.
Thank you.
Secretary's report. Any communications?
No communications this month.
Okay. We now welcome public comment. As per policy, we allow,
Wait,
Treasurer's
treasurer's
oh,
report.
excuse me, treasurer's report for the period July 1st, 2025 to July 30th, 2025, excuse me.
Okay, the first part of this report is as of July 30th, 2025. The balances in our checking and money market accounts are $756,203.35. Investments made in certificates of deposit amounted to $8,558,891.32. Petty cash and magistrate funds total $11,400 for a grand total of $9,326,494.67. Paid bills from July 1st, 2025 to July 30th, 2025 were forwarded to all members. In addition to that, we're also tracking by AMP the fund balances for each of the different parts of the Housing Authority. And these numbers are as of June 30th, as the books are not closed yet for July. Park Gardens, right, as of June 30th, was showing a deficit of $52,281. And we see that increasing, not the deficit increasing, but the deficit decreasing as we're bringing in new rents now for July. So the Housing Authority itself, all the AMPs together, show a deficit of $51,997, which is an improvement from past months. And as we're going forward, that's coming down. So we're in good shape. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hanley. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alpert?
Yes.
Mr. Hanley?
Yes.
Mrs. Cohen?
Yes.
Ms. Cruz?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we will welcome public comment. Per Housing Authority policy, we allow 5 minutes, and we just ask that you, okay. Thank you. Number 1, Mr. Rick Little.
Hi, Rick Little, Scranton. There has to be some sort of real leadership in housing. I've said this for many years. If there's a problem in housing, the only agency there is that has the word housing in it is Scranton Housing Authority. And but when I started having problems when I moved in, I go to my manager because I wasn't getting my mail because I was involved in the family court system in Brooklyn, and they changed their laws that they can send legal papers by FedEx and stuff, and they throw them outside my door, and I complained about it to Debbie Lettieri over and over, and nothing was done about it. And later I found that notices from the Scranton Housing Authority wouldn't come through the mail as they were supposed to. It's a whole big legal boondoggle that goes on and on. And I I mean, basically, it's a problem with the county. There's a basic living thing that people like me, through a social worker, I paid like $2,500 to get SSI. And the problem is that in Lackawanna County, there's no housing for that. I mean, there's Scranton Housing Authority, and they can decide on a dime that you're out on the street. I mean, that's worse than death for an old person, a disabled person. And I went over to try to find an apartment. I went over to Park Gardens, and you know, I noticed it's written in stone, Scranton Housing Authority, 1952, written on the side of the building. So at some point, legally, that's Scranton Housing Authority. And I just see, oh, that's part of our property. You know, we didn't do the income thing, so they don't count when eviction time comes. And plus, the way you've been evicting, I mean, you said you contracted with the district attorney's office, which to me sounds crazy because that's a criminal prosecutor. You're criminally prosecuting old people, disabled people who got in there and their rent's going up 25% or God knows what. The fact of the matter is there has to be, there's no cap on rent in Pennsylvania. That's one of the things about when you go to court. There's no cap. It's market rate, and it can be, besides that, when you go to court, you're supposed to go under the 1952 or 1951 landlord-tenant thing. And everything in the courts is messed up about that. You go down to the clerk's office, the clerk has quit, and now judges have to decide what happens to Mari Kelly, the clerk there. There's no clerk for the magistrate that evicts all these people. That was another alarm bell. But, you know, there has to be some sort of leadership with the human part of it, the area agency on aging, and the Lackawanna pro bono or whatever legal stuff that comes. Because when I got evicted, David Cohen shows up with all these people. And I had talked to and my rent was paid. It was paid through the American Rescue Act. I have a letter that says that. But that, you know, it's just all these cycles of litigation that goes on and on and on. And there's too many people in the public housing who don't really need the public housing, because you have people that were referred by social workers who live on a fixed Social Security income, but the housing part of it in Lackawanna County doesn't exist. I get letters every day, you know, from assisted living in Buck County. Anyway, can I get the minutes?
Thank you, Mr. Little. Arlene Brightly?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm a resident of Hilltop. You guys know me. I've been here. Earlier today, I went to the office downstairs to see if my problem could be fixed. This is a letter I received from Wendy, the manager on Hilltop. Dear Ms. Braffett, a charge of $245 has been added to your account for the following reason. On March 11, 25, Erkin was there to spray for bed bugs, and you were not prepared. You were given a notice on how to prepare. Then I respond to her this message. Dear Ms. Luciano, reference to your work order memo, March 11, I wish to point out when the exterminator and maintenance manager arrived at my apartment on March the 11th, they both went directly to my kitchen, the maintenance manager with a small spray can and the exterminator with a huge spray can. Respectively, at that point, I indicated to them they only spray the bedroom and living room for bed bugs. Then the maintenance manager said, you were to spray for, he's here to spray for roaches. I said the notice I received stated bed bugs, and I prepared for that, and they left. Since this encounter was remarkable, there is no way the maintenance manager and exterminator can deny our conversation. I received a letter dated March 12th stating I was not prepared when the exterminator came on March 11th to spray for bed bugs, which has to be an error. The men specifically said they came to spray for roaches, all for your information and guidance. The manager I spoke with today, Chris, she said she called about, I think, the maintenance, and he said they came to spray for bed bugs. And she said I'm a liar. I am pleading to you today. I have a work memo with the housekeeping manager ordering spray for roaches, and I have here the order that I have to prepare for bed bugs. At no given time, ever since I have been there, they spray my apartment for bed bugs and cockroach at the same time. I'm therefore seeking also the work memo would show that it's only my apartment being sprayed. No wonder the place is infested, because it's joint apartment. So you can't spray one. What's up, come down. What across, come over. And I'm asking for emergency section 8. I would like you to review these, and I would like you to waive this fee that I'm not supposed to pay, because I did prepare for bed bugs. 2 orders, one for bed bug and one for cockroaches. Thank you. Who should I give it to?
I didn't hear, so you were given a fine for not being prepared, is that right?
Yes.
How much was it? I didn't hear how much it was.
She said I was charged $245, but the last bill I always pay. Right now with the late fees, it's up to $285.
$285?
Yes, but I have to prove here that I'm not lying, as I was saying a lie earlier. This one was for the roach, this one for the bed bug, on the said day. This is my letter I received, and this is the letter I wrote to Ms. Luciano, dated April 7th.
Mr. Hanley, I believe the $245 is the fee that, or the charges to the bed bugs, so that's probably where it came up.
Is that our policy? If somebody is not present, that the resident gets billed directly? Is that how it works?
If they're not prepared following the instructions to do so, they get charged a fee that we would normally cover.
Yes, I'm aware from the apartment now, because of the bugs. I still have bed bugs and the roach. I'm away. I'm paying my rent, but I'm away from the apartment. I'm seeking Section 8. It's their emergency Section 8, because it's nowhere they could spray my apartment alone, and all the apartments are connected with holes and creeks. I show y'all what goes on there. I'm not lying. So I don't know if they're trying to victimize me or what, because how come would I get a work paper here for March 11 for roach, and here March 11 for bed bugs? You understand? Thank you. Who shall I give this just to? Who would like to?
Just leave it. We'll take a look at it in the morning. We'll talk to Wendy.
Okay, can I have copies, please? Thank you. Okay, and this is to show that February 11th, the spray for roaches, and it was only my apartment. Okay, thank you. And this is how big the bill stand.
Ma'am, was that the time you came to the meeting and we sent them up the next morning?
Yeah.
That's probably,
No. When they talk about the roach and stuff, the last meeting I came here was in February. I came here the first week in February, they sprayed on February 11th.
okay.
Yes, so I'm talking about March.
The day they videoed, is that same day or is that a different day?
No, not that day.
Was the man from Orkin there and Mr. Morrison
Yes.
on this day or the February?
February, they came on the spray, 11. I'm talking of March 11. Both the manager and the Orkin were there, and I was prepared for bed bugs.
So they came two consecutive months and sprayed twice, in February and March.
Yes.
When did you receive that billing statement?
The
Charge-
billing statement, I think, on April, sorry, February, sorry, July, the 7th one.
You received a bill in July for services that were done in February or March?
The bill is not for February, it's a March,
Okay.
so it comes together with my bill every month. So I would just go and pay my bill.
Did you get a bill in March or April?
Yeah.
Same bill.
No, it always have a $20 addition late fees, because the next day, as soon as I received the letter from the office, I went over and explained everything to what went on. So I tell her she could call the maintenance manager and the housekeeping, the working guy, and we can verify it. So they kept billing me this and adding late fees. But after I received this letter and the bill went up to 280 something, I went over last week or week before the last, and I said I thought this is reserved, because I have no reason. If I'm not prepared, I'm not prepared. But if I'm prepared and you're telling me you come for one thing, then you left. Do you understand? I don't know if I'm, no? Okay,
You're talking about an incident in March.
correct.
Okay, the maintenance superintendent and the man from Orkin came to your apartment,
Correct.
and you said they sprayed.
No.
They didn't spray.
Did I read the bill? They walked straight to my kitchen. Open the cupboard. You're not prepared. You're not, did I read this letter? You're
Oh,
not.
is this the one they videotaped?
No, they didn't videotape that.
Okay. So then you got charged for the visit in March. Have you had another bill since then?
No,
is
that
this
is
the
in
same bill?
March. That is in March. This is the March story. They did not videotape.
That's what?
They did not videotape in March.
Did they video February?
No, I don't know, no.
I have a video. I don't know which day it was, though, when you were there.
Okay.
But
Can I
they didn't find anything on that visit.
I'm confused. February, they came and sprayed. March, when they came, they walked to my kitchen, opened the cupboards, and he said, "You're not prepared, we air for roaches." I said, "I prepare for bed bugs."
The video I saw, you were informed there was no infestation. I don't know if that was February or March. I'll have to meet with everybody in the morning.
No infestation.
Right.
Mhm.
So they wouldn't have even treated any, there was nothing to treat.
Well, that would be even better. I wouldn't have this say that I'm not prepared if there is nothing to treat.
That's why I'm not understanding what that bill is for, but I'll look into it in the morning.
Okay, I just need copies. Oh, it's confusing me too.
Thank you.
And I'm asking for emergency section 8 because they only spray my apartment and not others.
There is no emergency Section 8, ma'am.
What do they have to help me?
We'll meet tomorrow morning and discuss it.
Oh, I was gonna say that, I just went through my phone and, the videos were taken in February.
The video was February, okay.
Okay.
And you initially came in February because you had a concern about
Yes,
bed bugs
I was-
or roaches, or both?
Both. Yeah.
What's the policy for spraying generally?
I think we do 20 units per month at each site, just as preventative measure. But if there's a complaint regarding infestation or even spotting an insect, as she came to the meeting, we sent them up the next day. They didn't find anything. Now, the March, I'm not sure what happened in March, but we'll look into that tomorrow, but
So, not talking about this case, but I'm just as a general policy. So everybody gets sprayed, what, once a year? Is that how?
basically,
Basically, about that?
they go through the buildings
Yeah.
and
Sometimes twice a year.
track it, but
It's almost twice a year. And, if they do bed bug spraying, then they follow up 14 days later for another application to make sure they got everything.
And is there a practice of always spraying like a large number of apartments rather than one, or what's the?
The pest control company works with the manager, and they devise a schedule. So like the bigger, like Valley View, they do 40. And same thing at Hilltop. And they work out a schedule. We're going to do these buildings on this time, and so they work that out. Bed bugs, it's when a case is developed or discovered, then they treat that particular unit and the units adjacent and above if it's a high-rise or mid-rise.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Capeloni. All right, that exhausts public comment. Okay. Committee report, chairperson report. I have nothing to report this month, other than wishing everybody continued safe and happy summer until we meet again in September. Executive director report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With regards to the utilities, for the month of July, the total was $296,902.97. Excuse me. As opposed to June's, which was $284,540.16. And the biggest jump was for the electrical consumption, I believe, due to air conditioning being probably run throughout the month. But that was a slight increase for the month of July. With regards to the delinquent report, for the month of July, there was a total of 273 delinquent accounts at a total cost of $197,965.55, as opposed to June's total delinquents of 337 delinquent accounts at a total cost of $263,773.14, and May's was 402 delinquent accounts at a total of $282,679.33. So there has been a significant drop in the delinquents in the month of July. The construction report, Madam Chair, as of August 1st, the following will serve as an update. The site work at Building 13 and 14, which we did discuss, is not complete, and we will be discussing it with Attorney Doherty. He's going to handle the matter from here going forward. Building 12, which is a separate contractor at Valley View, all contractors have started the project. The general construction thin brick installation has started. Rigid insulation on exterior walls is being installed. Exterior porch installations are in progress. Drywall is 90% hung. Drywall spackle and sanding is 90% complete. Painting is 30% complete. Flooring is 10% complete. The HVAC construction, the rework of the geothermal piping is 90% complete. Expansion tanks have been delivered and installed. Under the plumbing construction, all plumbing work is complete minus the fixtures. Electrical construction, the main panels are 90% complete. And the Jackson Heights flooring, removal and installation of the new flooring is complete, and a payment was sent last month. Finally, I have the apartment report for July, Madam Chair. Under our public housing program, we have an ACC of 1,215 units with 1,156 under effective lease. There are 48 vacant apartments, in which 27 vacant units are under modernization, vacant HUD approved. Under our Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program, we have an ACC of 1,050 with 733 units under effective lease. Total apartments under effective lease by the Scranton Housing Authority as of July 31, 2025 are 1,889 units out of an ACC of 2,265 units. And the update at Park Gardens, there are 153 out of 166 units occupied currently. Thank you, Madam Chair. That concludes the executive.
Next, solicitor report.
Nothing other than was discussed at executive session.
There is nothing under unfinished business, so new business. Bid opening July 24th, 2025 for vinyl siding with gutters at Riverside Apartments and Jackson Terrace.
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you. As you see in the file, there's a letter from Attorney Doherty. It appears the total project of H&P Construction Incorporated for $1,605,925. They met all of the requirements of the bid form, and all of the appropriate documents are in order. Therefore, it is my opinion the contract for the Jackson Terrace and Riverside Vinyl Siding Project should be awarded to H&P Construction. One caveat with that, I believe we're only going to do Riverside at this time because of the cost, and that will still go to H&P Construction. There was only one bid received on total, and it will go to H&P. Can I have a motion on awarding the contract to H&P Construction? Mrs. Alpert?
Can I ask a
Oh.
question? When we toured, we saw the unit that had the siding that was repaired after the fire. Is that what it's gonna, is that?
That's Riverside, and that's what
Yes,
it'll,
That will look, it will look like
very
that.
similar,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, that's a big improvement.
thank you. Did I get a second?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mrs. Alpert?
Yes.
Mr. Hanley?
Yes.
Mrs. Cohen?
Yes.
Miss Cruz?
Yes.
Thank you.
Under personnel, if you'd like to read it, Mr.
Just one employee, Mr. Vince Deemer, is still on compensation. He will be returning to work this Wednesday. Thank you, Madam Chair.
And,
To announce the meeting in September?
oh,
Different date?
yes, because the first Monday in September falls on Labor Day, we will be having our next meeting on Monday, September 8th. I
8th.
believe. Yes. Okay, if there's no anything further for the go of the order, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and everyone. See you in September.